Hello, people. This is JD again, and today I'm going to do a little something that's the way I personally feel our country and where it is going. Okay, don't worry about Congress, federal government. They have no idea what they're doing, and they're going to continue. But is there a future for us, the United States of America, and the people in the country? And where is the United States? What is the United States? These are important questions. And the answer I'm going to give you is my own personal opinion and what I feel we can do. Okay, first, where is the United States of America? Is it the Northern Hemisphere? No. How about the Northwestern? No. How about inside the boundaries and territory? No, it's not. That's land, but that isn't what makes the United States of America the United States of America. Also, well, then, how about our landmarks? You know, we have all kinds of monuments and stuff. No, that's our history. That's what makes our history. Then, what is the United States? Where is it? Well, the best way for me to describe that to you is for you to stand up in front of a mirror, look at it, and see what you see. That's the United States of America. Yeah, you. That's it. Not those people in Washington, D.C. As you can see, they're floundering. They have yet figured out what their job is. They don't even know what their job is. Okay, so now we got the United States of America is not really the boundary territories. That is our boundaries, but that isn't what makes the United States of America. And it's not our monuments. It's not our history. It's actually you. Well, what is all these monuments in history? That is the history of our forefathers, the ones before us. Our history will come, but that is in the future. And as you see you looking in that mirror, there is the future of the United States of America. Is it what Congress says? Oh, we might be a second rate. No. If you believe yourself to be second rate, then yes, we'll be a second-rate country. But if you believe yourself to be the very best that you can be, believe me, the United States of America is going to be the very best country in the whole world. But it's got to be what you believe more than anything else. Okay, so now we got the United States is what we believe. And I'm moving around giving you some fun. So, it is you. But what about the future? What does it hold for the United States? Well, all I could see is a very, very bright future. Yes, we're going to have tough times. But so did the people who first came over here. Think about, the first people who came to the United States from England. They had a colony. Remember history, the lost colony? Nobody knows where they are. Then they had Jamestown. See, that first British colony was not very successful. Actually, they don't know what happened to them. Probably what happened is when the fall season came, they all went with the Indians inland to live because, believe me, if you ever been out Hatteras, you will know that is not a place you want to be during hurricane season. Believe me, you think what it did up to New Jersey coast is bad. When a hurricane comes through Hatteras, you don't want to be there. Not with what they were building. So they probably went with the Indians inland and, intermingled, and eventually they were gone. There's no deaths. They found no bodies. They found nothing. It just disappeared. So it was a struggle. It wasn't easy when our colonists first got here. I'm not going to tell you that the future of the United States is going to be any easier. It's going to be rough. Look at around you. You have people who are unemployed right now. JD, that's one of them. And yet, we have a bright future. It's our working together that's going to make this country great, not Congress. Let's put it this way. What is it that makes our military so great? our soldiers. Yeah, actually, each and every individual soldier, each and every individual sailor, each and every individual airman, them together is what makes our military so great. Not the admirals, not the generals, none of them. Because without those individuals, there's nothing. Well, that's the same thing with us. What's going to make the United States so great in the future is each and every one of us, the individuals. Not any one group, not any one set, but each and every one of us. And believe me when I say we must celebrate our differences. What makes you you? Your heritage is all part of the American United States of America. Each and every one of you. I don't care who you are, what you believe in, and how you believe in it. It's us all working together. There is nothing the whole world, the rest of the world, can throw at us that we, the people of the United States, together cannot overcome. Yes, we can, and we will, as long as we realize where the United States of America is, inside you. There's a very bright future for your children if we work towards it. Don't listen to the horror mongers of the world, quote unquote politician, government. How many times has the government been out really to help you? They kind of like tell you all the woes and horrors of things. They're so worried about everything that they can't even do their job of simply running the country day to day. They can't do it. They can't agree on anything except for I'm Republican, I'm Democrat, I'm a Tea Party, I'm this, I'm that. None of them can agree. So what do you got? A bunch of people who don't even know who they work for. Because if you ask every congressman and senator, they'll tell you they're part of the federal government. In reality, by the Constitution, they are not part of the federal government. They are no more part of the federal government than the employees who work at stores inside a mall is part of that mall. They are part of the states and people that they represent, and nothing more. That's right. Actually, Congress, as by the Constitution, are people who represent people and states to form and operate the federal government. But they're not part of the federal government. They aren't the federal government. Because we are. Now, the president and the executive branch is, and the Supreme Court, they are. But actuality, our Congress, both the House and Senate, work for the state and the people within their states. That's who they're supposed to work for. Not the Republican Party, not the Democrat Party, not this special interest group, not that special interest group, not this person with money. No, they're supposed to work for you because you are the United States of America. That's right. Is our future bright? It depends on you. We together will have the greatest future yet. Our history will be even greater than the history behind us if we do it together. Our country has stumbled its way, knowing the right way to do things. We have always known the right way. Why is it that we say that every individual is equal and has these rights of liberty, pursuit of happiness? Yet, we didn't do that at the beginning. We knew what was right. but we let the politics interfere. You know, our future is great if we want it. And we have the ability to have it. And sure, I say I will be more than happy to lead and help you all get there. But it's us together. I may someday be elected as president, and I may be the leader of the greatest nation, but it isn't the nation that's great. It's the people. I can never be the absolute leader of all the American people. We, together, I will show direction and I will put goals. But I will never be the only. And you will never, as people of the United States, do something because I, as president, dictate it so. Because it can't be done that way. I, as president, is there to show there is a direction, but it may not be the only. And I have the responsibility of checking and observing all and respecting all. Just like, don't ask me about gay marriages, please, because you see there's a small problem there. Marriage is an institution under God. It's a religious ceremony. Yes, marriage is a religious ceremony. And unfortunately, what does the first thing the First Amendment says? We shall neither acknowledge or deny, say yea or nay on any established religious organization or activity. So if there's a church that says, hey, we will marry gay people, the federal government cannot say yes or cannot say no. They can only say, that is your belief. We must accept it. For that is the way it will be. We must learn as a people to respect each other's beliefs. Whether we agree or disagree with it, it's irrelevant. And believe me, I have some of my strongest friends who will tell you their lifestyle I totally disagree with, but they are still my friends because I respect them. And they respect me. I respect their choices in life, and they respect my choices. But you see, that's what makes us so great. And that's what makes our friendship so powerful. And that's what makes our nation so great and so powerful. It's not the guns that we buy. And we get on the guns, I'll talk to that. But you have to understand that what makes us great and gives us the brightest future of the whole world is two things, and two things alone. One is the Constitution. Yes, that's very important. And you have to learn how to use it and embrace it and force the federal government to follow it. And two, and probably the most important part, is you. Yes, that's where our bright future is. It's not going to be easy. It never is. But together, you and I, we can do it. We can climb the highest mountain, go to the deepest depths of the ocean. We can do all that, but we have to do it together. We can make every single child in this country not know what hunger is. We can make every child in this country not know what being cold is or being without a home. We can do that as a nation. And we should. Not a welfare state, but a country of accomplishments, of individual accomplishments that each and every one of us do. That's the United States of America. But it all begins with you and me. And that's where the United States of America is. And that's where our future is. So I tell you, don't believe the garbage that's coming out of Washington, D.C. They have no idea of what they're even doing. They have no comprehension of even their own jobs. They think they're Republicans and Democrats and whatever else. And they think special interest groups. But they don't care about you, the individual. And they don't understand that you, the individual, is the United States of America. And me as president, you, the individual, is my most important concern. I know it's kind of weird for someone to say that to you. But if you track, go to YouTube and listen to all my videos. I'm constantly saying us, we, you. Constantly. Listen to my videos. They begin in June of 2007, I believe. And you will see all the way along the strength of the United States of America is you. The accomplishments of the United States of America is you. And I truly believe it. And you will see that I do not hold any one group above another, because each and every group is made up of individuals, and each and every individual is what is great in this nation. And that's what makes us great. And that's what's going to give us a bright future. And yes, we have a very, very bright future ahead. But it's not going to be easy. I mean, I'm telling you this right now, and some people don't even know where their next dollar's going to come from to pay their bills. Some don't even know where they're going to get their next meal. But yet here I am talking about we could feed every child and never have them know hunger. We can clothe every child and every person. We could ensure that every child knows the meaning of home and how safe home can feel instead of what we have right now. But we have to do it together. And not as a socialist country. As the United States of America. Call it a capitalist if you want. Call it whatever you want. We are a combination. And we can make our nation the greatest. What makes our military great is the individual. And that's what makes our country great. You, the individual. I wish I could give you better hope, people. I wish I could hand you all the money you would ever need. That I can't do. But we together can make it happen. Those of you who have extra, develop jobs. Do something. Those of you who need, go and look. And if you both work together, we will accomplish the greatness that we are. We are not a welfare state. We will never be a welfare state. And please don't suggest that to me. That's one of the worst things I have ever seen. The most abusive of our nation are those who sit and expect and demand those welfare checks as their money. Because it's not. Those people on welfare are on your money, not theirs. And our government has to start respecting you and start caring about you, not the rest of the world. Thank you. This is JD. You have a nice day. And yes, I am running for president in 2016, but only if you want it, not me. This time, it's your choice. You have to organize. You have to set up. You got to decide it. We can make it happen, but you got to do it. Thank you again. This is JD. And if you want an idea or something to go around, go to www.theconstitutionistparty.com. And there, we can start. But you have to do it, not me. Thank you. This is JD.